Welcome to the Real Estate Show. From buying to selling and everything in between. Rochester's home for everything real estate. And now, your hosts from the Anthony Butera team of Keller Williams Realty, Greater Rochester. It's Anthony Butera and Jason Mancuso.
Hey guys, this week we're talking about why listing your home or buying a home is not a bad idea during the holiday season. We're approaching Thanksgiving, actually tomorrow. Right?
Tomorrow is recording here. You might be listening on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
If you want to avoid family.
Yeah. So talking about, again, listing during this time of year, buying during this time of year, advantages, disadvantages. Maybe me and Jason can argue about something.
Sure.
Gobble, gobble.
And also, this is episode 41 of the podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, our Facebook page. All that good stuff.
I feel like podcasts would be great, getting ready for cooking up a meal Thanksgiving morning, put on the podcast.
Yeah, so what's your guys' day look like tomorrow?
Food.
Outside
Football,
of that, Jason. Like,
wine.
okay. Where?
Running to first half, my parents. Second
Oh,
half,
Splitting it.
God.
I don't mind. I love Thanksgiving. I think it's my favorite holiday.
Yeah, at one location,
Yeah.
and you just don't have to move.
It's all right.
So you guys do half and half.
Yeah.
You two?
No. Friday we're
Stationary.
doing my wife's side, and then
Thursday.
we go to my parents on Thanksgiving. And
See, I'd rather bang it out than have 2 days
Then have
worth
2
of
days of sitting and eating?
but everything's
two
got
dinners, man.
everything's been recalled, or guy has salmonella, or
Romaine. Do not eat romaine.
and the turkey.
Throw it in
Wait
the
a
oven for
second,
another
what?
20 minutes.
Well, they said ground turkey, right? Ground
Okay.
turkey. They had a recall or whatever, the CDC, but then they're kind of they're not saying they're like avoiding saying what company it is because they don't want to kill turkey sales during Thanksgiving, like the CDC
They
is
just
avoiding.
want to kill people.
Yeah, they just want to give people violent diarrhea on Friday.
Do not buy Jonestown turkey.
So are we gonna do our ranking though, or should we do our top five?
Thanksgiving Day draft.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day draft, in what term?
Of food.
Food draft?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We can get passionate about this.
Yeah.
First overall pick, Mr. Butera.
Oh.
You're on the clock.
So I think I get excited about it because it's something that you don't have other than Thanksgiving, or at least I don't have other than Thanksgiving, and stuffing. We go to my brother's every year.
Stole my pick.
Was that your pick? So I go to my brother's every year, and my sister-in-law, she's a good cook, and she does two different kinds. One's like the plain Jane, because, the kids are just all sensitive to everything, and they can't...
Kids
It's not
these days.
chock full of peanuts or anything.
bland, wet bread stuffing.
My
And then-
favorite.
yeah, and then she makes one. She does like onions, garlic, ground sausage,
Yeah.
and like the real deal. Like I could legit just eat that, and I'm good. My brother does. He's gonna do the deep fried turkey again. He scratched
Oh, yeah?
it last year after the fire from the year
I
before.
was gonna say you're gonna blow up a house doing that, right?
Yeah.
So I was watching something last night. I think it was Barstool Sports, and they did like deep fried turkey
fires?
Fire.
Do not
Outtakes.
throw water.
You gotta remember.
Yeah, it can't be frozen.
And you gotta remember displacement, right?
Yes.
Where if you put something in, that oil's gotta go somewhere.
Correct.
It's gonna go on the
Lot of
open
science.
propane flames.
Science.
Yeah, before you get into the tub, you don't fill it to the top.
Yeah.
Right? Same concept, folks.
Yeah.
You,
It's a big turkey.
All right.
so
So
you-
we had a fire 2 years ago. Like
yeah,
legit.
yeah,
Bad.
bad. The turkey wasn't great.
The turkey survived the fire.
Yeah, the turkey survived the fire. We still ate the
That's
turkey.
commitment.
It was just it wasn't too bad. I mean, he was outside on his back porch. It was great to watch.
Yeah.
He's not good in those situations. So he grabbed one of my nephews and he just put it on the fire. You gotta cover.
Fire safety.
Yeah.
Put a child on the fire.
Yeah.
Least liked.
Yeah, you have to. What's it called when you kind of just you choke the fire?
Yeah.
So he choked the fire.
So you guys
with
are
my
both
nephew.
number one stuffing.
Stuffing.
Yeah, I'm so
Damn.
pissed they stole my
Hey,
pick.
I go pie. This is
Pie?
a pie holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pumpkin?
Anything.
So
Oh.
you're not like any pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me that pie. Just-
What's the favorite? What's your favorite though?
I've been getting deep into grape pies. Like I know that's like a southern thing,
Okay.
right?
Grape?
There's
No,
a,
it's not a southern thing. It's
isn't
a
it?
Naples thing.
I was gonna say the Naples. There's like a
Regional.
Grape pie. There's the pie festival.
yeah.
they have.
They'll always bring them up to the radio studio, and they're
Yep.
They're pretty amazing. I mean, pumpkin pie is good, but it's just because I like the taste of 7 inches of whipped cream on top.
of
Yeah,
it.
it's like I don't like the
sure.
taste of the scraping the inside of a pumpkin. I just like the taste of whipped cream.
So I'm more of a pie crust guy.
Okay.
Like, you give me any pie filling, so to speak, and
Okay.
whatever, but just give me the crust.
Just getting so strange. All right. So stuffing.
Stuffing
Pie
number 1, 2, pies.
Okay, so you went
Sometime
number 2
turkey's going to
pies.
show up on this.
See, now we do, of course, we can't just keep it completely traditional in my family. So
Pasta.
there's the whole added Italian element where,
What do we got?
well, so my brother will, again, they'll do the traditional stuff, but then my parents just, they come with the trays of, my father makes fresh bread every day, and then he will do like a big pasta bake. Like he'll either do like, ziti, or he'll do, just loaded with everything. And then of course he'll come over with, he always has soppressata and prosciutto hanging in the basement. So he'll bring over fresh bread that's still warm.
So hungry.
It's the meal before the meal before the meal. And then you dunk everything in olive oil and...
It's the most Italian thing.
Yeah, like your face has whiteheads by the end of the day.
I-
It's just
So jealous.
I
grease
love
everywhere.
Thanksgiving and Christmas because my day goes, okay, get to my parents' house.
Your what? Excuse me?
What? My day goes?
Okay,
Oh,
okay. Hey.
Hey, I'm half Italian.
Yeah, we say Italian food. Jeez.
It goes, get to my parents' house, fill up on cheese and crackers,
Yeah.
and then that's it. And then that's it.
Every year I
Yeah.
tell myself, don't eat before the meal. Don't eat before the meal. It never works.
It's interesting. I was talking to one of the agents in our office, and she's doing like this 40-day challenge, and she has to partake in 3 different Thanksgiving to accommodate both families, and I think one's for like friends
3?
or something. Yeah, and she can't cheat at all. She has to stick to like chicken breast and spinach during Thanksgiving. So what I
Yeah,
think,
but she can have turkey, right?
no, she can't even. It's super strict what she's doing.
Chicken, turkey, it's the same thing.
Dude, it's super
Toxins.
strict. It's super strict.
White meat especially.
Listen, I know what you and I are eating. I'm just telling you what some people do out
But
there.
can she eat green bean casserole? Is that
Probably not.
Is that in
Definitely
there?
not.
Probably not.
All right, white meat or dark meat?
Dark.
Really?
Yeah. You're a white meat guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do the dark, but I grab the white first.
Do you submerge in gravy or do you?
Dabble.
Yeah.
See, I'm mixing everything together.
Together,
and then
one-
just throwing gravy on everything.
See, I'm very-
I could eat a napkin. It's just like in the gravy. Yeah.
So to me, stuffing, turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy. Like, I could go without everything else.
Yeah.
Like the sweet potato, Actually, my family does this bourbon sweet potato thing. With
Yeah.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows and yeah, there
There's
would.
like nuts on it.
Yeah, that's around. That's
it's
around
delicious,
2.
but that's like, I don't know. It's outside the core.
It's
for
the.
me. Good scoop.
I'm strategic with my arrival times for families. And again, I'm not walking in with kids, so it's just like they know Uncle Anthony's going to be late, and Uncle Anthony's probably going to be the first one to leave because it's just chaos. I don't like to be there while everything's getting prepped because everyone's in a rotten mood, and all the women are hustling and bustling, and my father and my brother are outside just staring at the turkey fry.
This reminds me of like when you graduated high school.
Yeah.
And people would just show up, eat, and leave.
Yeah, that's my.
Right.
That's my role. I feel like that's my role in the What am I going to do? I have nothing to provide. I have no children for you to play with.
Enjoying a nice couple, 2-3 glasses of wine.
My brother has this massaging chair, and I just sitting there, and I just
Pour yourself a glass of wine, watch some football, eat.
I creep the kids out. I face the other way in the massaging chair. And
I do that at the mall. Go to the mall and do that.
someone give me quarters. I'm almost done.
Oh my god.
I love that there's a weird massaging chair at the mall. It's like
It is super creepy.
in the middle of the vestibule.
And
Like,
especially at Greece. It's like in Eastview, the people treat it with a little bit more class.
Let me sit here and get a massage for 15 minutes in the middle of the mall.
Yeah, there's definitely there's children that started their life on that chair at the mall. But I mean the football games, right? So we have 3 football games tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I mean that's like so for sports fans. I mean that's just like the ultimate, right?
Well, this is the best week of the year,
yeah.
arguably.
For sports?
You got a bunch
So
of college
much college,
basketball,
yeah,
college
basketball,
football, NFL, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was into sports. Then I'd have like something to look forward to in my life. But
Do you even tune in tomorrow?
I got nothing.
No? Lions?
Yeah, Mark's that guy.
No,
Mark's that guy.
I grew up that like nobody in my family watches it, so it's
Yeah.
like I never grew up on sports.
Yeah.
We just watch like Jurassic Park on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Which isn't not a bad watch.
When I was debating this recently, when can kids start watching Jurassic Park? I love that movie.
Let's see. I watched it. My mom filmed us watching it because it was like a scary movie. So she
Right.
rented it and then like with the camcorder filmed us watching it. And when did that movie come out? 94.
Something like that. I think it was.
So
like
I think
10.
yeah, it sounds like 6 or 7.
Wow.
So
Got through
they
it.
got a few years. They got a few
You
years.
haven't done it with your kids yet.
No.
His kids have been through enough.
Yeah. They don't need to be watching Jurassic
Yeah,
Park.
yeah, they're
Mix in some football, Mark.
All right.
Do you good.
So, selling and buying during the holidays, worth it at all, or
Yeah, so what I'm experiencing right now is, the days in the market are longer for listings right now. We won't deny that. I mean, those are the facts, and we follow the trends. So days in the market are extended a little bit. Still very good, historically speaking, still very good.
Yeah.
But what I'm finding is the last 48 hours, showings have picked up on a few of our listings that have been a little bit quieter. And again, I find at this time of year, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, there's a large group of people that are home for the holidays. They've moved away and they have plans on moving back to Rochester. So
Well, that or you get, the people that are here local have their family come into town and they want to go out and look with family, get
Yeah.
family approval.
I'd love
Nothing
it.
wrong with that.
Yeah,
and
thanks.
people have the time off and
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for coming to visit. We're
Yeah.
gonna go look at houses.
Right.
Great. Glad I came home.
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Depending. People love that.
People do
I think,
love
my
that.
I don't want to say fear, but it's does it lead to some more tire kicking? Just, hey, we're doing Black Friday. Let's go see a couple houses too for the hell of it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't get into Target. Let's get into
Do
some.
you guys have
houses.
any Black Friday sales?
Yes. All of our houses.
Yeah. All on sale.
All of our houses. They're 75% off on Friday.
Off the plus 25% price.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and 50% commission.
I think market-wise, as we've discussed, beat it to death that we're still in a good market. I think going into the winter, we'd be lying if we said, hey, the spring, just historically speaking, isn't busier than the winter, but it's not like we're on vacation for the next 4 months.
Yeah.
So I think, you don't want to list your house the day before Christmas or Thanksgiving. But if you're on the market and you haven't sold, I think there's a good chance that you see a little spike where there may not be.
Yeah.
Just for those reasons. People have more time. People, families in or family, or people are coming to town and relocating eventually. What's really relevant right now is just price point and, let's say west side 200 and above, east side 350,
above, yeah.
400, depending on what neighborhood and above. That's what's really going to slow down, not just seasonally, but with the potential market that we're changing into. So those are those houses that have been lingering longer than anything 100-ish, 150-ish gets scooped up no matter what time of year.
Yeah.
So those houses that are more in that expensive price point, tend to have a longer days on market schedule like we talked, and I think that's where you're going to get more curiosity with people that have time off and have the means to be in that price point.
Yep.
So,
And it's another good point. People have a lot of people are using their vacation, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll take tomorrow they'll take maybe this week, or maybe they're just going to take Friday and the whole following week.
essentially, it's a 4-day weekend. So.
Yeah, so people do have that time, and a lot of people during the week, they just don't have time to get out there and look. I feel like the work days have been extended. It's just as we evolve, if that's what we want to call it. I don't think we're evolving. I just feel
Definitely
like
not after the beginning conversation.
the norm is like 10 to 12-hour work days for a lot of people, and there's just not enough time, especially if you throw kids in the mix. Forget it. So... but no, we're picking up a lot of traffic over the last couple of days, and I think a lot of people are home, and I think that plays into it, and a lot of people are off of work. So it's going good. We got a house that we've had on the market for quite a while. It's a unique, tough sale, and we had a showing last night and a second showing today, and the buyers are very serious, and sounds like we're going to be getting an offer. So
Yep. A couple of those
Stuff's still
instances.
happening.
And again, I think it ties a little bit, I don't want to say a lot of it, but a little bit into that price point. These specific instances that we're talking about are more of that expensive range than the stuff that just flies off the shelf because it's super affordable. So,
and we have to keep things in perspective in that those expensive homes, 90% of the time you're talking about like either very large colonials or large ranches that could accommodate families. So that price point's driven by families. Kids are still home. You're not going to get the empty nesters that are typically going out to buy $300,000 plus properties because they're really focused on, I don't want any mortgage and I want to control our taxes because we're living on this fixed income, right? Mm-hmm. So the reason the market's slower in that, again, west side 200 above, east side 350, 400 and above. The reason that market's a little softer right now is families are affected by that move. So what I'm finding is the buyers will still come along. In many cases, they're going to be people relocating into the area for jobs with families, not necessarily living here already and moving this time of year because it creates havoc in the kids' lives, right? Mm-hmm. God forbid you disrupt their school year. The moving truck that's going to move everything is going to throw Tim's math test off this weekend. So, it's just
coming
the
from the
reality.
guy who has no kids.
Wow, because listen, I get it if you're changing districts mid-year, you don't want to do that because you guys remember like when there would just be that random kid that showed up like halfway through the year.
The stinky kid.
Yeah. Oh my God, he was always the weird kid, and then you would start rumors about
of course.
the kid. Why all of a sudden he's here halfway through the year.
He murdered somebody,
somebody, fornicated with an animal. You would just create anything.
That goes both ways. Otherwise, he could be super handsome and all the girls are enamored and like, ooh, the new
happened
kid.
a couple of times.
New kid.
Heard he's from California.
Right.
I moved from the Gates School District to Churchville.
Oh, you were bad.
Nobody thought I was hot, so it didn't work
Any
out.
street cred?
So nothing.
No?
No
street cred?
It was first grade, so I don't.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I got a scenario as far as uptick in activity over the holidays.
Okay.
What if you're you host or you're at somewhere Thanksgiving, big family blowout, political conversation starts at the dinner table or something.
That always ends
leads
well.
to fists, and now you're like, you know what? We're moving up. We're getting a bigger house, and we're hosting. You can get the hell out of my house if you don't like it, and you don't have to come.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Now let's look at the bigger houses, look at the bigger price points with the holidays. We just got off.
See, but I think that's the problem my parents are in, where they're the only ones left with a real house.
Yeah.
Everybody else, grew out of their house, or if there was like a divorce or something, the other spouse got the house, so they're the only ones left with the house. So everybody's forced to come to their house, so they need to downsize, right, to avoid having everybody come to the house.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah.
That too.
Yep. You can host plenty of people in your house.
Yeah, we do.
We just won't do it. Nobody would eat your.
We do Easter.
You do you?
We do
so you guys
Easter. Yeah.
You guys do Easter. I saw Lily turn 30
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah,
I saw on Facebook.
Yeah, and I ruined her 30th.
Why?
Because I was telling you guys earlier, The ear infection.
Okay.
It was the day before her birthday was on Monday.
All right.
And we've been doing stuff like all weekend. Like Friday we went out. I bought like 3 or 4 lanes at Radio Social, the bowling
Some
alley,
friends
and had everybody go there. And then we're gonna go see Les Mis this weekend. And then we were just like hanging out with my parents on Sunday. I started getting.
And you're still in trouble?
Well, this is the part that I messed up. I started getting an earache, and I was like, she's like, go to urgent care. Just get get it looked at. I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. It'll go away. It's just pressure. I'm on a plane or something. I'm like,
Four cockroaches later. You pull out.
So then I wake up in the morning and I hear a big pop and just blood and liquids are coming out of my ear. And I wake her up. I'm like, I'm going to have to probably go to urgent care. And she's like,
Now he's here. And
on her birthday. Yeah. No, I was like, but they gave me some amoxicillin and
I was just thinking as he was saying that, like, that's like it would freak me out when that happens. But then I'm thinking of every orifice, and that's still the go-to orifice to bleed from.
The ears?
Tell me everything else. Would you prefer?
I would prefer a nosebleed than ear bleed.
Yeah, that's
ears
true.
are closer to the brain.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
ear bleed kind of scares
place.
me. Yeah.
Well, also like right now, like I was telling Jason, my hearing is like at like 50%. Like
right.
I can't hear anything. My headphones are like blasting, so I could hear stuff.
Yeah.
And I got like ringing
So you'll
in my
probably
ears.
get along great with your family during.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore them.
So,
But I would rather lose my sense of smell than hearing.
Oh, no doubt.
Right?
yeah, sure.
Hearing would be tough.
Smelling stuff's overrated. The only time I remember smelling stuff is when it's bad.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never like, oh, this is a great smell. It's always like, this is a bad smell.
Yeah.
I know somebody that can't smell. Don't we know somebody that can't smell?
Probably your wife, because I can't figure it out. How is she still around?
It's true. Kids are bad too. They're playing the fart game already.
Oh, jeez.
Is there a strategy like holidays? You're going to be listing a house. Do you go Christmas lights in the pictures? No Christmas lights. Decorate Christmassy inside. Don't do it. Christmas tree.
It's fine if the lights are up. I don't think we're taking photos with the lights on. We're not going to take photos, at nighttime. But
Yeah,
I don't tell people to hold back.
Exterior, yeah. If they're not up, exterior, ideal. But if they're up, no big deal.
Yeah.
Time of year. If you're going on the market, say second week of December, then yeah, fine. Have your tree up. That's fine. The problem is if it doesn't sell and you're going into like February. That's where we would come and do new photos.
Yeah, you look like a crazy person.
Get all your stuff down. Let's get these new photos out. And to us, I mean, we have it in-house. We have a photographer. We can send there, no problem. That can be an issue with other agents, and they got to hire a photographer again, get them out there. I mean, it can be a challenge. So, I mean, yeah, you do want to play to the season as far as, being online and what people see, and it just kind of, makes you Christmas time, that special feeling, I guess. But if you go past it, then if you haven't updated your photos, then you got a problem.
I do remember though putting some stuff on the market in like summertime, and they literally they have the icicle lights dangling from the gutter still. Yeah. And I remember
I'm that guy.
I'm holding ladders and telling the homeowner, listen, it's got to come down.
Yeah.
Because if they see that it's July and you haven't gotten around to taking the Christmas lights down,
sure.
What are they thinking is going on inside this house?
That also doesn't work for like Halloween. You can't have a bunch of like spooky decorations up.
It doesn't work. Yeah. If the Christmas lights are still up and it's July,
I
wonder what that furnace filter looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes
you wonder.
I do remember people like friends of the family where they just had lights up all year. They're like, we're not taking these off,
Permanent.
We are way too close to December to take these off now.
The only thing that is driving me to make more money in my life is because like my wife is super into the lights.
Is to pay.
Is where I can just pay somebody to just do it, and I don't have to deal with it and think about it.
You see that on like the east side, it's really big. Like their same landscapers that are doing like fall cleanup are putting up the Christmas lights.
If I could get to that point in my life, I'll be happy.
I told you my Christmas setup. I'm so white trash. You know, right?
What?
With the Grinch.
No.
Oh, taking down the lights?
I've got one string of lights and the Grinch taking them down.
That's the easy way to go, man.
The kids enamored with it.
I'm doing like Cirque du Soleil, like back bends to get my lights up at the peak of my roof.
5 minutes up, 5 minutes down.
You think you're going to get any more TVs for Christmas?
Trying. That's on Santa's list. Yeah.
Is that a thing? You get a lot of
Yeah,
TV.
Jason's.
Yeah. So I'm the opposite of you with football obsession. So,
How many TVs are we working with now?
well, the kid's got one in the basement. So
Okay, how about you for like when you're watching the games though?
3.
3 TVs.
You're watching 3 TVs at one time?
2 to 3. 2 to 3.
2 to
Are
3.
you like a
Yeah.
bookie? What are you... Keep an eye on all the games.
His living room looks like the sports book at Caesar's Palace.
I don't have to go out anymore.
That is odd. I could not. I mean, with my
They're
attention,
$130 a
I
piece.
get it. My attention span just doesn't allow it. doesn't
That's the
allow
beauty of it. You don't have to have an attention span. You just look up and
Yeah,
7-7.
I guess. Well, because you do fantasy, right? So you got fantasy football to pay attention to.
I'm big on college. It is.
College football's the best.
I mean, that's my Saturday.
Yeah.
Have a cocktail. Put 3 games on.
I ended my day Saturday by 2:30 because I was pumped for the Syracuse Clemson game, although that wasn't a game.
Notre Dame.
Yeah. Notre Dame.
brutal.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
But I think that's it. I'm running out of steam here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about tomorrow's stuff.
All right, well, you guys have a good Thanksgiving.
So.
That's episode 41. Also, you subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, Facebook, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next week.
Happy
Thanks,
Thanksgiving,
guys. Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving.
Thanks for listening to The Real Estate Show. Find us on Facebook, iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. If you're looking to sell or buy, talk to the Anthony Butera team of Keller Williams Realty, Greater Rochester. Visit AnthonyButeraTeam.com.